So today is the day before Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna drop this on Thanksgiving. So you feel me? Happy Thanksgiving if y'all watching this on Thanksgiving. Let me know in the comments below what y'all doing for Thanksgiving. Anyway, let me know. And also, bro, go to my Instagram. Speaking of scripts, bro, send me a picture of y'all plates, bro. I gotta see. I need to see some food, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Even if it's trash, but still send a junk. You feel me? You ain't ready to title this video, but we finna watch a video about Mr. Nightmares. You feel me? I ain't really with the scary junk, so I don't know how this video finna be. But it's a 5 true Thanksgiving horror stories. So
Are you stupid or something?
hopefully y'all watching this at night, bro, so we can get scared together. But anyway, bro, we close to 90 subscribers, bro. So if you get on there and do me a favor and drop it. But if this your first video, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta subscribe. But if you done seen a couple videos and you just be watching, bro, go ahead and drop subscribe, bro. Like, show some love, bro. Also, bro, we gotta make a picky promise for the video start, bro. If y'all get scared, bro, but nah, bro, put your pinky out, bro. Stop trying to be cool, man. See, you did it. He trying like he cool. But anyway, but if you get scared, bro, you gotta drop a like. Alright, let's get straight into the video, but y'all probably tired of me talking.
We have a small family, so our family gatherings are tiny. It was my mom, my two sisters, our grandparents, and I for dinner at my mom's house. My older sister Nancy has been moved out for years. My younger sister Jamie and I still live at home with our mom. Our grandparents live 20 minutes away. Our dad's side of the family all live in a different town. We were all helping out with cooking and such, and our grandma was bringing over some food as well. We always do Thanksgiving dinner at 6 o'clock sharp. Our grandparents arrived at like 5 o'clock. We had to go out and help them walk through the rain up the front stoop to make sure they didn't slip. It was really bad out. Once they were here, we put the football game on in the living room, and I sat with my grandparents and watched football with my grandpa, who's a big Cowboys fan, and my mom with the food. The rainstorm created for a more comfortable and relaxing Thanksgiving evening. That is, at first. When it was time to set the table, I went to help. We were all at the table by 6 o'clock as per the usual. We had a giant selection of food for the small amount of people we were. Turkey, leg of lamb, potatoes, stuffing, corn, cranberry sauce, cornbread, and more food I'm probably forgetting.
I can keep that stuff in
there. We were all at the table eating, drinking wine, and talking before we migrated to the living room. Where there we all watched the football game. Then, sometime before the game ended, the doorbell rang. It was still pouring outside, and we weren't expecting anyone else. My mom said, "Oh no, what if that's your father?" Long story short, our parents don't speak, but the idea of our father coming to surprise us wasn't impossible. My mom told me to go check who it was, so I went to the door and yelled through it, "Who is it?" But the sound of the pouring rain on the front awning drowned out the sound of a male's voice on the other side. So I opened the door with the storm.
Never open the door until you hear who it is, man. I don't care. You better speak up. Speak up. Who is it? Who is it? I'm not opening the door for nobody. I don't know who it is, bro. Nah, bro.
There was a black man on the other side of the door. He was in some really big rain jacket with the hood up. When I opened the door, he walked closer and yelled something through the door. I had to ask him to repeat it twice before I understood him to be asking for food, saying he's hungry.
What the freak?
And he said something along the lines of, "The Lord will give you good karma if you spare some food."
The Lord will give you good karma. You can't believe in God and karma. Like, that's like two different things. But
the Lord will give you good karma if you spare some food. I said 1 second. I went to the living room and told my mom there's a possible homeless or just a very hungry man.
That's gonna be me tomorrow, boy. No cap. No cap. Spare me a plate. No cap. I'm hungry. For real.
My mom said close the door, while my grandma said give him some food. I said I'll make a little paper plate of food for him from the leftovers. I went to the kitchen, grabbed a bunch of paper plates to account for the rain outside ruining them, and then sandwiched some of the leftovers together with them. Then I went to the front door where the guy was still standing. I held up the plate to show him, and he tried opening the door. I yelled, "Wait, it's locked." But I already was wary now after he tried opening the door. Regrettably, I still unlocked the door, and the second I started to push it open, he pulled it open with force and tried pushing his way through me.
I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing it. He tripping, bro. Hey, man, they got stuffing in there, bro. Whatever they cooking, Ain't that good, bro. It ain't never that deep.
Food and held him back, yelling for my sisters to come help me. As
Hold on,
Nancy
wait. This
came to
was a
help shut
man?
the door,
So hold on. A man answered the door? Or was it a little girl that was at the door? 'Cause if you a man and you was at the door, you got pushed like this.
two more guys rushing up the front walkway to the door.
Oh,
I
dang.
managed to push the man out enough to clear the door, and I helped my sister slam it shut. The second it was locked, I ran to the backyard door to make sure it was
Oh,
locked.
damn.
I was the
What
only
the
able-bodied man in the house, and I felt like it was on me to
Facts.
protect the house. My family was in hysterics as we were brainstorming what to do. Not so shockingly,
Boy, y'all
we
better go
settled for
get that
calling the police.
pole. Better get that stick. What the freak? Them is home invaders. What is y'all talking about? What the freak? And they going crazy on Thanksgiving though. Like,
My mom called while I kept going from window to window looking outside. It was
I
hard to
would've been
see
at
out
the
through
window
the
staring
pouring
like,
rain,
yeah.
but through
Come
the
to this door if
backyard
you want
window,
to.
I saw a couple men running through the grass to the back door. I'd imagine they tried opening the back door and failed, and then I saw them running through the
Nah, they
grass again
tripping.
back to the gate. Then they were gone. When the police got here, the food that I dropped onto the front stoop was still just sitting there, all scattered on the porch. Not that it wasn't obvious that those guys didn't come for the food, but it's something worth mentioning. Our Thanksgiving was almost turned into a complete nightmare if it weren't for my and my sister's quick reactions. I know my grandma had her heart in the right place, wanting to help the seemingly needy, and I was influenced by her. But unfortunately, we live in a world where sometimes trying to do the right thing could bite you in the
Facts.
ass. We installed the doorbell camera soon after this.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. That story was not really scary, bro. But it could be scary if you in a situation, but it's like from an outside perspective, like you feel me, it's different. So that one really that scary. Alright, let's see what story number 2 talking about. Though. I don't know if I'm gonna watch all
It was
3, but we gonna
Thanksgiving
see.
night. I was over my parents' house for dinner since they were hosting this year. I got to see some cousins and uncles I hadn't seen in
It be
almost a
like that.
year. We had a typical Thanksgiving gathering for our family. My parents cooked a big meal as usual. Before dinner, though, I got a long essay of a text from some unknown number. I won't share it because it contains a lot of personal, revealing details. But it started with, "Hey Melissa, hope your Thanksgiving is going well." Then I quickly came to realize who it was that sent this text. It was this crazy stalker guy named Kevin, who I'd never even met before. We matched on a dating app and texted and snapped for a while,
It's
but we
always a
never
dating
met.
now, bro.
He gave me obsessive vibes, and when I politely rejected going on a date with him, saying I don't think we have much in common, he got even more obsessive and aggressive. He even threatened me one time when I posted a snap story of my friend and I getting drinks, because he thought I was on a
What
date
the
with a guy.
freak?
That was when I blocked him on everything, Snapchat, Instagram, and his number. But the contacts didn't stop there. I'd get random Instagram accounts with 0 followers attempting to follow me, and I'd block them each time. Same thing on Snapchat. I'd get random accounts adding me with different
Nah,
guys' names every
he
time.
wildin'. It's never that
Whenever I
deep,
had
bro. It's never that deep, bro. It's never that deep, bro. Move on, bro. What the freak?
curiosity, their snap scores were always 0. After reading the entire message, I was disgusted. He was gaslighting me and borderline threatening me. I replied, "If you keep contacting me, I will go to the police." It took so long to form a reply I was okay with that my grandma got annoyed and asked me to put my phone away. It was only out of sight and out of mind for maybe half an hour before I got another text from another random number. It was another essay. I didn't want to completely ruin my mood and be on my phone dealing with this when I was with
What?
family. I put my phone away and just tried to focus on being a part of the conversation. When family started to leave and things started to slow down, I checked the text, and it was disturbing. It was longer than the first one, and it was him berating me and insulting me the entire time,
My bad
acting
for
like the
keep pausing,
entitled
but
narcissist.
like, but I'm the type person, bro. You send me a long paragraph, I'm not finna read that junk, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Like, and you gonna send it twice? I'm not reading that, bro. Call me, bro. Don't. You feel me? Quit. Stop. Stop, bro.
Clearly is. When it was just a small amount of my family left, I showed them the texts, and they were appalled. My mom wanted me to go to the police the next day to report him for harassment, which I planned on doing. I soon left my parents' house to go home to my apartment.
Okay.
My apartment is the lower floor of a 2-family house. My friend Chelsea is my roommate in the apartment. I got home before her, and I went straight to my room to look for Christmas movies to watch. My phone started ringing, and it said unknown caller. I knew it was him. I denied it and silenced my phone. I put on some silly rom-com Christmas movie to fall asleep to. It was called Surviving Christmas.
That's a terrible movie to put on.
All I remember about it is that it had James Gandolfini.
I don't know who that is.
It was late at night, so I didn't plan on making it through the movie. I was getting sleepy halfway through the movie.
I low-key know where this
walking
going, bro.
from outside my room in the house. It was in the apartment, not from upstairs, so I assumed it was Chelsea getting home from her night with her family. The footsteps came straight to my door. Then someone attempted to open my door. I always lock my bedroom door at night, even though I trust Chelsea. It's just a natural habit I have. I paused the movie and listened as the doorknob turned a few more times. Before I yelled, "Chelsea?" Then it stopped. I heard quiet footsteps walking away from the door. I grabbed my phone, about to call Chelsea, and I saw a bunch of texts on my screen from a third random number. The most alarming one was a threat saying, "Good thing you made it obvious where you live." I tried calling Chelsea like 5 times, but she never picked up. I called my parents a bunch of times until my dad picked up. I whispered into the phone that I think that crazy stalker was in the house.
Hold the freak on, bro.
My dad said to stay put.
Was that in the video or was that outside? Hey, nah. Hey, I ain't Chelsea, boy. Hey, it get spooky.
Over right away. We live 10 minutes away from each other, but he made it to me in 5. That's how fast he drove here. During that time, I stayed on the phone with my dad the whole time until Chelsea called me back. And that's when she told me that she wasn't coming back to the apartment tonight, so it for sure was not her. When my dad got here, the front door was locked. I had to let him in. I swore to him that I wasn't imagining what happened, and so after we tore the place upside down, he went to the big sliding window by the kitchen, big enough that anyone could fit through, and he lifted it open. He turned to me and gave me a stare of disappointment. He scolded me after learning that I didn't lock the windows every night, and said, "Here's my answer on how someone got in here." I went back home with him and slept at home that night. First thing in the morning, my dad took me to the county court's office where they gave us step-by-step instructions for getting a temporary restraining order. Skipping most of the legal process of this story, I eventually did see Kevin in person when I had to go to court to get the restraining order extended.
Kevin wildin'.
The judge granted the extension, and though I could never prove he broke into my apartment, his threatening texts were plenty, and if he ever contacts me again through any outlets, he'd be arrested.
Nah, Kevin, you wildin', bro. You wildin', Kevin. Like, it's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep, bro. Like, what the freak you doing, bro? No cap. That was second story. I ain't gonna lie. First, these little break-in stories, it's like you only gonna get scared unless like you really in them moments. You feel me? But we gonna see this last story. I don't know if I'm watch the whole thing. Let me know, bro. Like I said in the beginning, bro. If y'all got scared, bro, y'all gotta. We peaky promise, bro. You gotta drop a like. Oh yeah, shout out Mr. Nightmare. Link to original video be in the description. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, bro. Hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. But anyway, talking about soldiers out there, man, keep grinding. Love, man, love. Stop the hate. I'm out, bro. I don't even know what I was gonna say.
They said the truth would set you free, but I wouldn't know cause all my secrets I had to keep. I lock my heart inside a place without a key. Me and bro the same, they look at man and look at me.
Yeah.